Hello, what's up, everyone? Record na sa da. uh, Today's tutorial is about support and resistance. Okay. So there are different types of support and resistance. Nakikitawag na itong horizontal support and resistance. And then nasa itawag na to moving averages, support and resistance. And nasa lastly gitawag na to trendline, support and resistance. Okay, before anything else, unsa na siyang support and resistance. Alright, so when the market tries to move, whether upwards or downwards, okay, upwards, downwards, the market doesn't just move straight up. Okay, so what do I mean? Or straight down siya. Example, kanina sa down. Notice nga kung atong i-drawing, ana siya. Ana siya. Ana na po siya. Diba? Ana. So, just to make my point clear, ano siya. For example, uptrend. It doesn't just shoot up, uptrend, mukalit lang downtrend. Dili na siya nga. Realistically, move sa market up, rest na siya. And then after resting for a while, padayon. So, rest na po. Padayon na po. Na po. Okay. So, mo na siyang gitawag nga uptrend with higher highs. Okay, higher highs compared to its previous high, and then higher lows compared to its previous low. Okay, notice na siya. Right? So, that is an uptrend. Okay, this whole thing is called market structure. Okay, market structure meaning unsay structure sa market na siya higher highs and higher lows, which means we are on an uptrend. Okay, market structure na siya. Now this one over here, this one over here, sorry, kani siya. This is what you call impulse. Alright, this one over here is what you call retracement, or also known as pullback. Okay, so when the market moves, impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement, okay, impulse, retracement, or pullback. Okay, that's the case for uptrends. All right. However, in a downtrend, just the exact opposite. Okay, impulse, retracement, impulse, retracement, or also known as pullback, impulse, pullback. Okay, notice you establish a lower high, okay, lower high, and a lower low. Okay, lower highs compared to its previous, okay, lower highs compared to its previous, and lower lows compared to its previous. Again, this is called the market structure. A downtrend market structure, to be specific, this is a downtrend. Okay, ni crash ang market, right? Again, this is impulse, this is retracement, okay, or pullback. Alright, so mo na siya. That's how the market moves. Okay, it doesn't just move straight up or straight down. na siya impulse and retracement. Notice that the impulse is always longer in terms of length compared sa retracement. Diba? So, naasad tayo gitawag nato nga sideways market. Okay. Saan na siya? Simply nag-sideways lang siya. Anara. Or this is also what you call choppy market or consolidation. Okay. So, it's not really moving anywhere. It's in a range. Okay, na-range diha. Alright. So, kana nga market conditions, as of now, Monday is not configured to trade this kind of market conditions. So, I'm still formulating an algorithm for that. Pero when it comes to trending market conditions like uptrend or downtrend, also known as bull market or uptrend, downtrend or bear market, natin algorithm para na. Okay, for this case, nag-range ang market, nag-consolidation or nag-sideways. Okay, take note of the terms, range, consolidation, sideways, nga nila siya. Notice nga, naa siya level of itawag na to resistance. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Fill. Okay. Na siya level of resistance, no? Saan man ipag-fill, ano? Oh, my goodness. Am I doing it right? Yes, okay. So, nasa level of resistance, okay, derivita, and then nasa siya, okay, okay, nasa siya level sa mukha niya, ay na lang, okay, basta mo na siya, nasa level of resistance, derivita, okay, derivita, resistance na siya, okay, nasa siya level of, support. Okay, nasa level of support nilapita. So, unsa na siya? Okay. Resistance is also known as supply zone. Support is also known as demand zone. So, basic economics. Daghag supply, okay, gamay demand, the price will crash. Daghag demand, less supply, meaning scarce ang resources. So the price will shoot up. Okay, mo na siyang support, green one, resistance, red. Okay, this is an example of horizontal support and resistance. Okay, now just to let you be aware, no, sample nag-uptrend ta. Okay, uptrend ta, no, uptrend siya, impulse retracement, ano, impulse retracement, uptrend siya. Okay, so these are the following resistance, kana. Okay, and then kana resistance ko na siya, kana food resistance ko na siya. Okay, notice nga when ma-break niya ang resistance, chances are past resistance nga na-break or na-broken will become future support. Okay, let me make this clear lang para will become future support. Okay, usually muna siya may tabo. Inig-break sa resistance, the red one, inig-retrace or pullback, mahimo na siyang support. Same thing here, inig-break ani nga resistance, Ina mo pullback, mahimo sa na siyang support. So ngano man na siya. This is actually just human psychology. Okay? Because na broken man ang resistance or supply zone, human psychology, murag mao na sa na ilahang basis nga mao na demand zone. Okay? So we can get into more details of that, pero just keep note of that. If ma-break gani ang future resistance, mahimo na siyang future support. Now, let's just say ni downtrend. Okay, ana siya. So baliktad na. Okay, baliktad na siya. So notice now in the downtrend. Okay, ano ni siya ito ang support. Okay, so sinitabo. Pag impulse na broken ang support, past support, chances are mahimong future resistance. Okay, so ini ka break aning support, mo find siya another new support, pero inig retrace niya or inig pullback niya katong past support nga na broken, mahimong future resistance. Okay, I hope you're getting my point. So inig impulse na pod, i-try niya break ang newfound support, and then na broke, and then after that inig retrace niya katong past support nga na broken, nahimong current resistance. Okay, usually mo na siya mahitabo. Okay, so let's apply that in this context. So kani siya. So notice here, let's try to draw a support and resistance diri sa uptrend. Okay, dali lang ta magsugod ng dapita. Okay, sige. So on our way up, let's try to draw resistance. So ito lang yung color red. Okay, by the way, nalang ko yung color coding ani. When it comes to monthly time frame, okay, M, monthly, M, red yun na. Okay, na broken line na red. When it comes to weekly time frame, okay, akong color nga ganahan ibutang is dili red but purple. Okay, when it comes to daily time frame, white ang color. Na. When it comes to hourly time frame, so mo na ni siya ang gigamit ni Monday. He trades by the hour. So blue, and dili siya broken line. Okay, mo lang dyan na ako ang color coding just so that you would know. Okay, so kita na mo technical analysis na ko, nakita mo uy white, daily ni siya nga support resistance, purple weekly na siya, red monthly na siya. So kung ingani blue na straight lang, not broken line, hourly na siyang support resistance. So that's how I do it. So ako lang explain nga nung kinahanglan mo ka mo jump o different time frames. Okay, first step is monthly time frame din ko, because ang monthly time frame is the most significant among the four. Okay, nga naman because mo man siya the highest time frame compared to the weekly, daily, hourly. In other words, the higher the time frame, the more significant or the more important it is. Nga naman ingana. Okay, so for example, the daily time frame support resistance is more important or more significant than the hourly, but the weekly support resistance is more significant than the daily because it's a higher time frame. And lastly, ang monthly ang most significant. It is because in a month daghan kay data na gather diha. So it's more potent, more substantial siya. Okay. Compared to a 15-minute, 5-minute chart nga time frame, dali ra kana, more or less anything can happen. Compared to a monthly, significant kina. So when I say significant, kung palitan na establish nga resistance sa monthly, chances are lisod kina siya i-break nga resistance. It's significant compared to a resistance on the hourly. Vice versa, kung na-establish na support on the monthly is more significant, it's hard to break it compared to the hourly support. Okay? So sa kaning case, draw tag resistance. Alright. Okay. Draw po tag resistance po na siya dyan. Okay. Hold on ha. Let me just do my thing. Alright. Ito lang yun. Ako lang explain later why I drew it like that way. Isa ha. Hold on ha. So, muna siya. Okay. Ikaw lang itaro mo ha. Okay, in this case, we are in the BTC USDT currency pair in Bitrex exchange. Okay. So, ang price currently is 12,910. 1 BTC is 12,910 USDT. Okay. These are significant resistances and support. Okay, and then we go to the weekly. Okay, weekly. Okay. Then afterwards, we go to a lesser significant support resistance or a lower time frame, which is daily. So hold on ha. Daily ta. Okay, daily. What can we see here? Daily. Okay. Daily. Okay. Daily. There siya. Daily. So, diyan lang sa ta. Okay. Ano lang sa unan lang ng hourly. Okay. The purpose of this tutorial is just to show you how I do it. Okay. So, that's how we can come up with these lines. Okay, at least na may idea na ang red is monthly, purple is weekly, support resistance, white is daily. Okay. So, let me give you an example. Kani siya. Notice this portion here. Kaning red, monthly support during the time na nag-downtrend ta. Diba? It bounced off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times siya nahimong support. During the uptrend, it was a resistance. During a downtrend, 8 times siya nahimong support. Okay, this is very significant. But then, na-broke ang iyang support, it found a new support here. So on and so forth. Pagsaka niya, na-surpass. Okay, sa kaning big green candlestick. So, supposedly resistance mo tani, pero it was easily surpassed because of great momentum. Grabe kaya momentum. So, na-surpass yung duha ka buok monthly resistance. And then, for the following month, surpass na po niyang resistance na monthly and the weekly resistance. So currently mo ni ang atong resistance to check on, right? So mo na siya ang itawag na tog support, horizontal support and resistance. Okay, now remember there are three types of support and resistance: horizontal support and resistance, moving average support and resistance, and nasa tay trend line support resistance. So same concept lagi po na siya. So sa kanina case, nag-impulse retracement, impulse retracement, pwede sa ka makadrawing og support ana using a trend line. Mo na siyang gitawag na trend line kana. Okay, trend line na siya. Okay, so trend line mo na siya na slope diha ana, nahimo siyang support. Now when the market moves during a trend line, nakikita siya support sa trend line. Okay, na broken ang trend line support, same concept applies. Pag break anang support, chances are mahimo na siyang resistance. Okay, so chances are kaning support nga na broken here, mahimo na siyang resistance diha. Okay, so that's how we look at things for possible outcomes and scenarios nga asa kutob ang price, asa padung siya, asa siya mo retrace, etc. So based on support and resistance even sa trend line. So kani po trend line resistance po ni siya kana, diba? Trend line resistance. Okay, trend line resistance ang red, trend line support ang green. Okay, mo na siya ikaduha nga type of support and resistance. And makadraw ka na here, trend line. Okay, so notice here, tanaw to ha. Himo ka support ana, trend line na siya, trend line support na. Okay, ito na yung color of green. Support na siya. Notice nga atong trend line nagkaanam ka steep, diba? So what does that tell us? Okay, if the support trend line is dili kay steep, meaning the momentum is not that strong pero nag-uptrend. Pero if kani siyang trend line very steep ang yang angle, almost 90 degrees, grabe ka steep, chances are grabe kay momentum, mo siya gitawag nga parabolic kasi. Okay, the problem with parabolic is that the faster it goes up, the faster also it can come down. Mo na siyang pag-abot diri. Okay, pag-abot diha. Okay, grabe na kay ka steep, bubble na dyan na siya. Okay, meaning ini butos bubble, mahagsa dyan ang price. So pag-abot diha, wala na, downtrend dito. Okay, so mo measure po kag pila ka degrees ang imuhang trend line support to check if is it a good time to buy or late na kay parabolic na kay ang price. Basta niya anytime hagsa na siya, diba? So mo na ang purpose po na. So mo na siyang trend line support and trend line resistance. So diri po pwede sa kamudoy trend line din resistance po na siya. Ito na yung color red, resistance po na siya, diba? So diri po resistance po na siya. Okay, diba? So makaanam sad siya steep, I mean si tawag kani point downwards sa maayo, meaning ana chances are it's about to reverse na po. Okay, night chance. It's not the only indicator, pero night chance na mo siya parabolic pero pinabali. Okay, na mo reverse na po ng price. Okay. So anyway, basic lang sa ta. Kana siya, trend lines, support and resistance na trend line. Mo na siya. Ang katulo na to ang support and resistance is what you call moving averages. Okay, this is the last part. Moving averages, so nana siya sa indicators. Okay, arita sa moving average, exponential moving average. Okay, magawas siya dari EMA. Notice nga 9. Ito nang i-change ang setting. For this one, let's start with the red. Ang pabagaon na ito yung 200. Okay. Okay, done. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Dili siya ma 200 kay lacking atong candles. Ari lang ta sa daily. Alright, ari tas daily. There. So, say pasabot 200. May kag 200. Meaning it takes the average of the curve from the last 200 candles. So notice pila man ka candles, 37 man siya. So just imagine from the last 200 kabuk candles iyang gi-average. That's how you get the current value. So na siya. So notice nga from the last 200 kabuk candlesticks yang gi-average ang value ana, closing value, meaning kanus ani close ang candle. For example, kani nga candle, example lang ha, kani nga candle, if you look at the details here, ang O niya is 4,147, ni close siya or C 4,859.59, etc. So kanang C iyan ang i-take into account as one of the average. 200 kabuk candles nga C iyang gi-average. That's how it came up with the value here. So I hope you got my point. So average of 200 candles nga closing price sa candlestick. Next is moving average yapon, exponential. Pero this time change na tong setting, dili 50 na siya. And to make one distinction, purple ta. Okay. So again, color coding ta, basta 200 moving average, red. Basta 50 moving average, mo na siyang purple. So notice nimo mas steep ang purple compared sa red. Nga naman, because 50 raman kabuk candlesticks ang iyang gi-average. Natural, mas paspas siya mo react compared sa 200 moving average. Diba? Okay, 50 raman iyang gi-average. Pasaka ang price. 50 kabuk ra. So, example lang ha. Diri sa kutob ang kaning 50. Example lang. O 51 bars, so more or less diha sa kutob 50. Kana ra ang iyang gi-average, mga closing prices of those candles iyang gi-average compared sa kani 200 guna ka box, lahos pa na all the way diri pa jud. Okay, so na siya. Lastly, ari lang ta sa Bollinger Bands. Okay, anong Bollinger Bands man, I'll just explain later. Notice na value 20. Okay, it's still getting the simple moving average, not the EMA, because EMA is exponential moving average of the 50 candles, exponential moving average of the 200 candles. But this one, simple moving average of the 20 candles. Okay, if you want to know the difference between exponential and simple moving average, mag-google na siya. It's a matter of formula lang na siya. So, ito lang ni color para maanad na mo, hindi technical analysis na familiar na mo unsa ni siya mga linya. Okay, notice 20 siya. But this is not an exponential moving average. This is not an EMA. This is an SMA, simple moving average. 20. Okay. Kana. So notice that the white is even faster or mas steep siya compared sa purple. Okay, 20 raman kabuk iyang average. 20 candles naman yung average. Okay. So what are these things? This could actually, simple na siya, no? Pero this could actually, this is actually a game changer. Ano man? Because this can also be used as support and resistance kaning mga moving averages. Okay. And this can also be used to identify unsay gi-respect nga support sa mga tao. What do I mean? So, for this one, notice nga pag impulse nga ni retracement, ni stop ra siya sa 20 moving average. And then ni impulse na pud siya. And then ang retracement somewhere around this area sa 20. Close to 50 but wala kaabot. So more or less 20 gyapon siya dili dapita. Ni stop na pud siya. So this gives you an idea that the people are trying to trade the retracement sa 20 SMA, 20 simple moving average. Okay? So unsa man mga yellow diri kani siya o kani sa taas. This is part of the Bollinger Bands. The Bollinger Bands mo has three parts. Kaning upper band, yellow atong gi-color ana. Kaning simple moving average o kaning lower band, yellow gyapon atong gi-color ana. Kaning upper band o lower band, this is just actually kuha na siya, standard deviation. Okay. So we'll just get into the details unsa na siya, basta kay mura na siya ang iyahang range lang sa price kung asa kutob. So what do I mean? Kani man kung white mo na iyahang normal nga price movement, diri gyud siya ang iyahang average gyud. Pero once mo impulse gani siya, okay, mo extreme ang iyahang range. So mo touch siya sa yellow nga upper band, meaning na extreme kaayo ang iyahang range, unusual dili siya ang average. Kung downtrend siya, move pud ang candles or ang prices sa lower band, meaning extreme pud kay iyahang range, out of the norm siya. Okay, so muna ang kaning yellow upper band and lower band mo measure na siya og range, kung extreme na bidyo kay ang price, out of bounds na bidyo kayo, or napa siya sa norm. Okay, so anyway, ako lang na-explain on the next tutorials. Ang importante yan is ang moving average kaning white lang sa purpose aning white, purple, red. So nganong ingani man nga settings, mo gani siya gigamit sa kasagaran nga traders jud, standard na siya to all. Okay, so there's what you call law of self-fulfilling prophecy. Mayroon kag self-fulfilling prophecy, meaning if mo na gigamit sa tanan, and let's say they all believe nga ang kaning 20 SMA is a support, so chances are everybody will buy once the price reach the 20 SMA kaning white. And because everybody is buying, it becomes a self-fulfilled prophecy, meaning because everybody is buying expecting the price to come up, mo na siya nga more demand. Okay, meaning musaka jud ang price. So nahitabo ang ilahang what they choose to believe, kay daghan man kay ni palit rin, natural musaka sa jud ang price, diba? So self-fulfilling kay siya nga prophecy in a way. So do not really go beyond the standard, kay kung maghimo-himo kag imuha nga ganahan ko mogamit og imbis 20 simple moving average, 5 simple moving average lang, chances are nobody is really using that. So dili kay na siya effective. Okay, so ari ka sa unsa nay standard sa mga tao, which is kani 20, 50, 200. So nganong tulo because this is based on short term 20, midterm ang 50, long term ang red or 200. So mahog na siya nga 200 moving average is a long term moving average, 50 moving average is tunga-tunga na siya, 20 simple moving average is the short term moving averages. Okay, so every time nga mo trade ka, tanawon nimo kung asa dapit ang support nga gi-respect sa mga tao. So sa kani it's the 20. Okay, let's go to the hourly time frame. Tanaw ta. Let me show you. Malahi po siya. Sa hourly time frame, ka-notice ka nga in the itong i-zoom out, meaning long-term perspective da. Ang iyang gi-respect is more or less ang 50. Ba, every time igo siya 50, saka siya. Every time nga mo retrace siya sa 50, mo impulse siya. Diba? And then mo retrace siya sa 50, mo impulse na po siya. On the short term, itong i-zoom in, sa 20 siya. Okay, hold on. Kani. Sa 20 siya mo respect on the short term. So, depende man mo sa style mo kung long term ba yung perspective or short term. So, sa kani, sa 20 siya. Every time it hits 20, bang, saka siya. Okay, 20, saka siya damay. Okay, 20, saka siya. 20, saka siya. Diba? So, this is very useful in trading. Sige lang ako na explain in the next tutorials. So, again, you could use the moving averages as support and resistance. You could use trend lines as support and resistance. And you could use horizontal support and resistance. Okay? So, the higher the time frame, mas significant na siya. Okay, red is for monthly. This is a very significant support or resistance. Violet is weekly, so this is lesser significant. And white is for daily. This is even lesser significant. So, ining tan-aw nimo price diha. The price is fast approaching a resistance nga red, which is monthly resistance na siya. So, chances are lisod kinay break. Okay? Now you get chance nga mo retrace ta. Okay, mo retrace ta after hitting this. Okay, because this is a major resistance. This is a the most significant resistance among the purple, the white, and the blue, which is the hourly. Okay, kani monthly man eh. Okay. So that's it for this tutorial, support and resistance. I will discuss more on other indicators in the next tutorials kung say gamit ana para asa na, but at the same time I will upload my first technical analysis video probably tomorrow or tanaw na kung kano sa kung available, and by the time nga inig-upload na ko ana, at least makasabot na mo what I'm talking about, kay na naman mo basic idea of support and resistance. Okay, thank you.